Welcome to the Broskiedoodles podcast. In today's edition, we are honoring the German language and the German actions, I guess, because of those we have this type of movies today. But well, you have your fucking movie review Thursday with a new name. What's the new name that Adrian came up with this?
The movie reviews with the crew.
Oh shit. Movie reviews with the cruise. Movie reviews with the cruise. Movie reviews with the cruise. I want to get like Cassidy on a mixtape with like Lil Wayne.
Cassidy.
Movie reviews with the cruise. And for
Quavo.
people, put in the comments if you feel that movie reviews with the cruise sounds cooler than movie review Thursdays, which sounded pretty generic. I'm pretty sure there's like 1,300 podcasts with that name. It's the movie review Thursday. No, but movie review with the crew. I like it. Today in this new edition, every Thursday we're gonna be bringing you these reviews, not only for movies, documentaries, and series too. So pretty much, all those things will be reviewed here. We're doing this week Munich Edge of War, which is available on Netflix. It's a recent movie. Has to do with an English and a German guy that work on the embassy of each country. And I guess, it gives you like a different perspective into war because you don't really think that there's like diplomats speaking to each other, right? And like doing little deals. Like you just think this is all out war. But there is like embassies talking to each other to try to smooth things out. So again, this is Munich. I was corrected. Not Munich, but Munich Edge of War. Available now on Netflix. We don't get sponsored by Netflix. What do you guys think about this movie?
I think it was pretty great, dude.
Are you guys fucking retarded or you don't know how to speak?
No, I was waiting for John to go, and then
Whoa.
should I go? And then I'm just gonna jump in here. I liked it a lot, dude. It had me at the edge of my seat the whole time. It was one of those movies, just like The Courier. Mm-hmm. It's another one of those nail biter type movies where like history is decided on a couple of individuals that in this case were just running mail from one side to the other, right? And like you said, you see a whole nother side of war, all the politics that go into it. Like towards the end of the movie, I'm jumping here, I'm not going to start at the beginning, where
Tarantino.
the thing with Hitler, where they were plotting to assassinate him or backstab him if he would have advanced without the proper permissions, and he would have done whatever the hell he wanted anyway, which in my mind is how war is, right? You want to conquer one place, you just do it. You don't have to go through all this political bullshit. But the fact that he did play it right bought him enough time to take over, what was it, Czechoslovakia? Or the Czech Republic. He took them over without any complaints from anybody else.
The Datenland.
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, and remind me, because I saw so many war movies in the last 2 weeks that I have them all combined. Wasn't that time bought also? Because pretty much like what the movie tells you is that Chamberlain, who was the prime minister at the time, who was the one that came before Churchill, Winston Churchill, he was like a little bit of a bitch, right? So he wouldn't go hard. So he kind of was like, okay, Germany, you want to invade these countries, but come on, you said you weren't going to. All right, let's sign this treaty, and this means that you promise that you will never, behave badly. But other people were telling them like, no, Germany is going to behave badly. But it seems that little strategic move of believing Germany and sort of playing good with them allowed them like a year or so of time for England and the Allies to get ready for the war and be able to succeed at the end. So I guess it played out correctly because keeping somewhat of a diplomatic relationship with Germany on the side of England made it so that Germany took a little longer to do their final attacks, and thus allowing the Allies to get prepared a little bit more in that time. Am I correct in thinking that that's sort of the message of the movie?
It was, and that's what they said at the end of it too. But But I don't know if that extra year actually did that, or if they're just shining in it that way, looking back at it retrospectively. Like,
I mean,
in that year, what could they possibly be doing? Because the U.S. wasn't involved at that time.
I mean, this is what I mean. It could be true, but it could also be a way to make it look better for Chamberlain because he was being such a little bitch. He should have fucking attacked. You know, like nobody gave a fuck. Even the German guy, right? The ambassador for Germany, whatever. No, not the ambassador, but you know, pretty much on the movie you got. On one side is like the English paper bitch, and then on the German side is a German paper bitch in the embassy. And they sort of talk to each other and give little love letters to each other. So the guy's telling him, like, look, this guy Hitler, he's not what he's telling you he is, right? Like, he's not just going to get these little territories because he has a real argument about why those belong to Germany, and then he's going to stay calm. No. He has a whole plan that I'm giving to you where he wants to conquer the world because he believes everybody else is inferior. So, like, that alone is like, yeah, that's enough. We need to fucking go hard on this motherfucker. But Chamberlain was a little bitch.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
I think it has to do with the way that it was presented. The fact that it was in secret, like nobody knew about it. And even if this is his actual plan, looking back on it, like, what is he supposed to do? Like, how did he come across this document? Like, that would be like a sense of like espionage or something like that. It could violate like some sort of like Geneva Code of Convention, so no sé qué, being some sort of law that would have like made it illegal for them to invade or some shit like that. You know, like it would have made it different if he would have been like, all right, I got this document that says that you're gonna do this shit, and then be like, all right, so how did you get that document? A spy, a random dude. I got it in the mail.
or it could even be, I mean, you do have a point. It could even be the German Nazis trying to, you know, cause some
instigate
animosity. Yeah.
Yeah, but then that would, I mean, I don't know if that would be, I guess you could use that to kind of like put a stop to him to invade, but I wouldn't consider that as enough proof to do something like that.
What I was saying is that more on your side, that I guess is expected,
because then the whole like House of Chambers would have to know about this document. Like a whole bunch of different people would have to know about this document before it even got to the prime minister, for them to then do an action, because there was a lot of like politics back then. Like the whole point that I saw about the movie is that a lot of people talk too much shit, and shit happens regardless of whether no matter how much shit they talk.
Okay,
yeah, that happens now on day 2.
Let me refine those thoughts. Are you trying to say? are you trying to say that it's fucked up how there's things that need immediate action, but the world we live in makes it so that every decision that has to be made goes through a bureaucratic process that makes it impossible to be made in a New York second when you need it.
Well, to even get an approval for it, because it could still get like unapproved in the house, you know, to make a movement.
In that case, it was necessary though, because the way he got it, he was already meeting with Hitler to sign the deal. Because to back out on that deal while they're meeting in person, he's gonna leave him like, "Yo, why the hell are you randomly just leaving this meeting when we've gathered all of these world leaders together to sign this treaty?"
I really hope I'm not fucking up. He signed the deal.
He hadn't signed it yet.
Right, but he ends up signing it.
He does. Yes, but when he got that paper from the Germans saying this is Hitler's real plan, he hadn't signed anything yet.
Yeah.
And being in his shoes, like I probably would have done the same thing. Like it's 12 o'clock at night, you're coming into my room and you're showing me this document that you could have forged and you haven't gone through any official process and you can't really explain how you got this document. You're showing it to me and you're expecting me to believe you to call off this treaty. And if I call off this treaty, we're definitely going to war.
Right.
It's like a very big decision to make on a whim.
Yeah, it felt almost like when George Bush was on that little elementary school, and the guy, he was reading to the elementary kids, and some guy came and whispered to his ear, "We've been attacked in the Twin Towers." And he's just like, what the fuck do I do?
Can I finish the story first?
I get what you mean. All right, but let me finish the story first. Fuck.
We're getting to the good part.
I can't even do a Bush accent anymore. It's been so long. No, but but it did make you feel like because he got the document before he signed that, you know. But you know what fucked it up with the movie a little bit? I don't know if this happened to you. Like, because we know what happens, we knew that that deal was gonna be signed. And when he has that gun and you think he's gonna shoot Hitler, you know he's not gonna shoot him. That's why you gotta give it to Tarantino. Because what Tarantino does, if anybody else does it, it looks tacky. But Tarantino is able to make these things where, like, you still are invested in the movie emotionally, but you still are able to suspend your belief on that moment. Like, I saw Inglourious Basterds recently, which is another movie that's sort of intertwined with all this shit. And the part at the end, like, I hadn't watched it in a while, so I'm like, are they gonna follow the real story? And at the end, when they just were killing Hitler, I'm like, oh my god! He's almost like he
throws a nice curveball.
Yeah, man. No,
like an alternate reality that
yes
wouldn't have been otherwise.
But it's an alternate reality that's very close to what happened. So it almost it's almost like what Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like he pans out. And he goes through a lot of things that Charles Manson actually did, and that whole fucking group of weirdos. And then right towards the end, everything that happened exactly happened. But then he twists, and you're like, because
he brings up the flamethrower and Brad Pitt on acid.
And Brad Pitt on acid is insane. That's an NFT I'll buy.
Eventually, we'll get to that.
No, but
yeah, dude, that part with Hitler and the guy about to kill him, that I think was one of the most tense parts of the movie. But of course, you know how it's gonna turn out. I just wish
like to me, you just fucked it up knowing that he was like, part of me thought, oh, are they gonna do some Tarantino here? Because
did Hitler get shot?
So
can we talk about the casting about Hitler? That dude looked weird as hell.
He looked like super. Are they just like super fruity, super anemic, right?
Super old.
It's way old.
That guy should not be Hitler. I feel like they just put any stupid, like a bowl cut with the mustache, like they slap it on, like, all right, you're good to go.
Bro, I watched like 13 movies in the last 5 days about World War II, and they all had great Hitler casting. And this one had like some old ass dude. Like, what the fuck? Did they just get the only homeless guy that was at the mall that day?
And did he have blue eyes or glass eyes? I don't know. He looked weird.
He did not have the energy to run a Reich. Like, that's for sure.
Yeah. He did not. He didn't
exude that, huh?
He didn't have that swag. He didn't live to the Reich standard.
He was like over it. Like, I think he was looking forward to getting shot. Like, he knew that the guy had a gun. He's like, just do it. Just fucking do it, because of his age, because of the way that he looked. He looked old.
No, but done. You know, with this movie, it's crazy. There was another movie that I saw recently, which I will review it at least by myself, but hopefully with some of the crew.
By yourself.
Because I don't know if you guys told me you haven't been able to watch this one, but Downfall, which is a German movie that follows the fall of Hitler through his secretary's perspective. And you get to see, I mean, I swear to God, it's one of my top 10 movies. It's amazing, Downfall. Really, you gotta watch this movie. But it also shows you a lot of these inner parts of the dialogue of like, oh look, we've called like the people in Hitler's team, just like you see this happen in Munich Edge of War. Some of them don't want to continue on this fucking war, so they kind of want to do a little deal with the Allies to fucking end this. But then the Führer, he doesn't want to end it because, of course, he's the Führer. But there's a lot of the other captains that are like, yo, we're done. I don't want to die. I want to go to Argentina. Let's go.
I want to go to Argentina. Was that the go-to spot back then?
Yeah, well, there's another movie.
A lot of them went over there.
There's another movie called Operation Finale, which talks about this guy is not Himmler, but another one, Heinrich.
Himmler?
No, Heinrich, who's the guy the guy that created the final solution.
Yeah, with the logistics of getting all the people into the concentration camps.
Yeah, he was more of a transportation guy. What's that guy's name?
Adolf Eichmann. Eichmann.
Yeah, they all had fucking like Darth Vader names. So, but anyways,
with Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, with Oscar Isaac.
Good movie.
And with that guy, the guy that does of the German Eichmann is this guy Ben Kingsley. He can play any race. He could be Middle Eastern. He could be a Jew, and he could be German. That's
God damn it.
That's crazy how that guy could, no. He's played all of those ethnicities in different movies.
He has really good range. Yeah,
he has a good range. He has a miscellaneous, look.
Even Asian in Iron Man 3, right? The Mandarin.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Or that was like Middle Eastern.
But he could do it.
Well, no, but with this movie, sorry, go on.
Oh, isn't the Middle East in Asia? No, that's not right.
No, actually, I don't know. I know India is part of Asia, but I don't know if Middle East.
Would Indians be Asians?
I don't know. Technically, right?
South Asians.
South Asians.
They're South Asians.
South Asians.
They're brown Asians.
Brasians. No, but look.
Some Brasians.
Yo. No, but this movie really shows you, like, you think it's just like fighting, but there's like a bunch of like paper shit that goes beneath. And this war took like 6 years. Like, you always think of this being like a thing that was like this. Like, oh, you bomb me, I bomb you, let's go. No, it was like a lot of bureaucratic, slow machinery of bullshit, And
well, first he had to get everybody riled up. Because little by little, the whole country started buying into his ideology. And that took, a good 10 years? Until everyone was completely vested into it. That would be a good movie to make in itself, how he like transitioned everyone to being so loyal.
Well, it's funny because on this movie at the beginning, they show you how he was friends with this guy a few years before, right? And they went to Oxford University. And then he visited them in Munich. And then they had like a little argument because his body was getting a little too right, with it. He was like saying like, oh, no, we got to protect our people because we're the best, motherfucker.
And that was 1932. That wasn't even like, that was before or like the upcoming.
It was like 1937, 36.
No, wasn't it 32? And when he was
No, 32 was when they were in university.
In the party.
Yeah, but then later on when they visit each other, it's around 36, 37. And
right.
That's when Hitler's started to get the party. And
it's already full blown. Like people are already wearing their Nazi patches and stuff.
Yeah, but it's still like a thing like, make Germany great again type shit, like.
So would you say that Trump was more effective?
No, I mean,
it didn't take him that long.
I know for my liberal friends, they would love for me to compare Hitler to Trump, but really, it's not a fair comparison. No, but what I'm trying to say is that there is a similarity. There is a similarity in the fanatic essence of the thing, where like that guy at the end, he realizes Hitler is wrong and actually helps the English, right, by providing those documents, right? So he actually realizes later on that he was wrong, and he didn't seem like a bad person, but it's just to show you that there's a lot of nuance here. It's not like the Nazis were all just bad people and they're bad people and that's it. No, there's nuance. There's people that were like, fuck, I guess I'm proud to be German and they fucked us over. And then later on you're like, wait, but you're killing them? Maybe that's not really what I was into. I didn't sign up for that. Like, there's a lot of nuance. And this movie shows you a lot of that. Where like, it's not just people in one side or the other. There's people in the middle where they're like, maybe I need to do this because otherwise the Nazi will kill me if I don't help them. Like it's a scary situation for both parties.
I got the impression from Paul von Hartmann that he was always against it from the get, but because he was in the German bar that day on the 36, 37 or whatever, that the three of them were there, that he had to kind of like put off this persona or this image that he was like pro make Germany great again.
No, I think that he really was.
He was all in it because he
He
told
was
his
all
girlfriend
in.
to get the to
Yeah,
to go fuck
actually,
off.
wouldn't
They
don't
broke
you-
up.
I think he changed.
must
No,
be
no,
this guy's
no. But
friend.
remember, he changes his mind after they kill her or leave her.
They throw her off like a building or something and
Yeah,
make her
no, no.
cripple. Or
No.
they sent her to a concentration camp, a work camp.
No,
Yes.
but she was a
And they
Jew.
beat the shit out
Or
of her
she was
there.
a Jew.
I mean, they don't go into explicitly into what they did, but they say that she fell out of a window, kind of like how people say, "Oh, she just fell into a door." Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay, but
Right?
she was a Jew.
They found out once she got to the camp that she was a Jew. They didn't know because remember the whole thing was that she was protesting the whatchamacallit? She was protesting the
rally.
the rallies, right?
She got arrested and then they went into her lineage. They found out she had like 1% Jew and they're like, all right, that's enough. That's all we need.
They went into their 23andMe.
Ancestry.com.
The Ancestry.com. God damn it.
Right. So then he realizes, oh no, I loved her. They killed her. I'm not with the Nazis anymore. So now I'm gonna try to fuck them over.
But it wasn't. I mean, did he love her if he left her?
He was blind, John.
He was blind. I mean, he was blind to the ideology, right?
The cause,
and then,
yeah.
And then when he realized that
These
what they
guys
were
are pieces of
doing,
shit.
I want to say that necessarily that he loved her, but that he loved her, but he wasn't in love with her. But the fact that they did that to her wasn't right.
They were definitely more than friends.
For a little bit, yes.
Bro, what do you mean? They went to college together and they were together for like good 5 years.
Yes, I know it's established that they have a relationship, but I'm saying is that remember they broke apart. He was going out with the other girl.
What
see
other
it.
girl?
The extended version.
No,
Yo, somebody's moving some shit. Stop making noises.
The secretary.
Oh fuck, man! I don't remember the secretary.
Yeah, but that was already when they were in real time.
Right. So in real time, he wasn't with the girl and he didn't love the girl.
Yeah, no
but
shit.
he
I
felt-
think she was
he
dead.
had feelings for her.
Did you see her condition?
Right.
Right, it's
so
kind of
he-
hard to be in a
like-
relationship.
Yeah, she's a paraplegic.
But okay. Okay, let's say she would have come back, right? And everything was fine. She wasn't nothing. Like she was just a little tired or whatever.
Let's say she was Phoenix from X-Men. Okay.
No, okay, let's say she wasn't Jewish. Let's say she just went to the camp. They put her there for a little bit and then she came back.
Let's say she wasn't Jewish, but she
Oh
just
my
signed up.
God.
But she just signed up for the camp. You know, because that's something
just
she
signed up.
was.
It was investigative journalism gone wrong.
It was just for the summer. Summer camp. Summer camp at
Behind enemy
39. He was already going out with the other
You just
girl.
needed
He
a
was
train
like,
ride.
oh my God, forget it.
Hello, am I here for the art camp this summer? Yeah, welcome to Auschwitz. Come in.
Did you bring your pastels?
Don't worry. You won't need soap. No, but what I'm saying is, I guess I really don't see. I mean, I'll be honest with you. The movie, it was a good movie, but there were times where I was like, "Come on, move a little bit."
Move. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Like in what scenes?
Just in general, like.
You found
I
it
don't know.
slow?
Yeah, but maybe that's just me. I'm an anxious person.
To me, it was actually the first movie where it had me at the edge of my seat, but it had no action because it was like suspense.
The
was no
thing
war.
is, the whole thing is about not going to war.
I mean, I realized that after the fact. I'm like, you're at the edge of like you're about to go into war.
It's
but
like
you never go into the war.
You know, it's like if you're doing that tantric practice of edging. You guys know what that is?
Fuck.
You know what that is.
You guys don't know. You gotta know it.
I'm doing it right now.
I'm doing it right now. Adrian's like, I've been edging for 5 hours. Ain't counting. Yeah, the Edge of War. Like, he keeps you there where you're like, and then it's like, no war. It's no war. No war.
No war. 1 year later, war. Okay.
I didn't see it.
Fuck.
No, you gotta watch the next movie. You gotta go watch the other one.
Yeah.
This is the Edge of War. It's not the war. It's the edge. No, but I mean, I could see how people that are not, that need like let's say if you like Fast and the Furious, this is not a movie for you, because it's a movie that you're gonna have to think, do a little bit of analysis, common sense, critical thinking, and actually get in there, because it's not gonna entertain you easily. But if you are of a certain, intellectual coefficient, then you will find that interesting, especially if you're a little World War II buff like I am.
If they're watching this podcast and they're at this point, then we can safely assume that they're.
And if you watch this podcast and you also watch Fast and the Furious, then you're cool. Then you already been grandpaed in.
DM me. I wanna meet you.
No. If you like Fast and the Furious, but you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you're already grandfather in. Not a problem. It's just that for the people in the future.
For the people. Right. For the culture.
Okay. If you watch Fast and Furious, you know about edging.
You think so?
I would actually say that
if you...
And not only that, 50% of the movie, you have to read it because it's fucking in German.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, John...
Unless you know German, like me.
That
was thing.
I like that they spoke German because it kind of like I transported you into it.
It makes it better. When I saw that movie Downfall, it's all in German.
It was immersive.
You fucking live it there, like you really feel like this is the Führer. This is the Führer.
This is the Führer.
No, but good, anything else on this, or otherwise, just give me your quick 1 to 10. Where would you rate this?
8.5. 8 to 8.5. It's up.
Give me one number. Give me one number.
8.5.
8.5. John?
Bro, the monkey brain doesn't let me give it more than a 7.5.
7.
Damn.
Okay.
Just because of the action, like, yeah, it was nice, it was cool. It was like, damn, like, fuck, like, right at the edge, but no completion. I'm like, oh no. Like, I liked it. It was very intellectual. It was nice, but I was at least like, if they would have shown me like D-Day or like, if they would have shown me like Hitler being like, oh, fuck these guys, let's go, and him mobilizing and then finish. All right, that's the edge of war.
Yeah,
that's
the
edge.
History. Yeah. No shit, motherfucker. Yeah,
that to me.
If you want to watch Pearl Harbor or fucking Saving Private Ryan,
I would have given a little bit more if they had a better Hitler.
Did you? Oh, that's true. Did you notice that they also like, we're at the edge, like they said it in the movie?
For real? Yeah. That's corny. I changed my mind. I'm going back to 8.
That's a director being a little too, too over himself.
We're at the edge, and then like, oh fuck.
I'll say 7.5. I'll say 7.5. So that if you say 8, you say 7. I say 7.5. That we fall 7.5. So this movie gets a 7.5 in the Broskiedoodles movie review with the crew. Thank you for joining, and don't get scared or lonely because you're about to get another episode with more things, podcasts, movies, edging. We're gonna be edging.
Maybe finished.
No, we never finished.
Love you guys.
Not the Broskiedoodles.
Peace out.